Ooh, yeah, I know. Back on the streets for 1 year. You performed with Tower Power for the first time in, what, 40 years?
It was magic. It's magical every time.
Wow.
And the people are just great. It's standing room only, and it's just good to be exposed to the new crowd and the old crowd. It's coming along good. It's coming along good. And I think the notoriety, just based on the fact that the Tower is still out there doing it.
Oh yeah.
And Still a Young Man is like my signature song. It's enabled me to get right back into the business.
Huh. Now, what are some of the people that you've worked with in the past that you just are most proud of?
Aretha. Santana.
Now, what did you do with Aretha? You guys played with her at the Fillmore, right?
Yeah, national tours. We did some tours with her. L.A., Detroit, that's her hometown, New York, and Sly, Family Stone, of course. Rod Stewart, Creedence Clearwater, 3 national tours, and Carlos Santana and the Fellas, 3 national tours, and just anybody and everybody. I'm sure we did a lot of things with Boz over at the Fillmore.
Right.
Compliments of Bill Graham, the Pointer Sisters, Elvin.
Oh, wow.
I mean, It's a Beautiful Day, of course, Cold Blood, and Lydia. Just anybody Azteca, Pete and Coke Escovedo, and then Sheila. She came along later on.
Yeah. So, you've been on the streets for just about a year now. It'll be a year on the 20th?
Yeah. Actually, it was the 16th when Governor Brown signed my parole papers. And Governor Brown, he was governor when I came in '76.
Oh yeah.
He was governor when I got out in 2012. So
that's funny. I never actually thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Now we should probably backtrack a little bit for the people that don't know the history. You've been last year around the 16th of July. You were paroled after 36 years.
Yes, Lord.
Now, eventually you became a backup singer for Tower of Power.
No, I was co-lead singer with
singer
Rufus Miller. Me and Rufus Miller did the East Bay Grease album together.
Right. Now, I'll let you describe briefly the situation that your life up until that point that led to your incarceration. Just to give some people a little bit of history. At the time,
at that time it was hectic times, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, rhythm and blues, and that's what we were doing. And it was just, I got involved with some very destructive people, and it's nothing that I enjoy talking about, but I take responsibility for what I did. And own up to it, and I would advise anybody, if you're out there just listening to me, just please take time and think and just clean up your act.
Yeah.
And if you need, that's why I say if anybody's struggling, I feel what you're going through at this point in time. And it was just, like a part of the environment. Mm-hmm. Everybody. I mean, God, you look at the tragedy of Hendrix, of Janis, Belushi, the speedballing. That's what I got involved in. And it was nothing nice. It was a very destructive lifestyle. And Robin Williams, I never ceased to mention that he said cocaine's God's way of letting you know you got too much money. So just goes to show you.
Right.
Praise God. 37 years I've been clean and sober. I guess after all was said and done, it was my destiny just to go through that whole trial and tribulation, the whole negative lifestyle I was leading, and eventually, when this case jumped off, and it dropped me to my knees. I went to my knees and started praying to my Lord and Savior, and sure enough, things just changed all night and day for me.
We got a special treat for you tonight. Right over there, standing right over there, the original vocalist for Tower of Power, who's saying you're still a young man. He's here tonight to sit in and sing it for you. Give it up. This is proof that God is very powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Stevens! This is a blessing right here. This one goes out to Rick Stevens and all the friends of Bill W. You're still a young man! Rick Stevens.